Alright guys, welcome back to Conquering Commander. Today we're looking at a game featuring my Karrthus Tyrant of Jund deck. For the complete deck, let's go to puremtgo.com, look up my article series Conquering Commander. I should also have a link in the video description as well, taking you directly to the deck list. Let's take a look at our opponents. Kaervek the Merciless. Kaervek can hurt me a lot because a lot of my stuff costs 6 or more mana. So I've got to worry about him a little bit. It's usually some sort of Rakdos control type deck. Sliver Overlord, probably slivers. My only concern about this guy is that Patriarch's bidding kind of helps him, and sometimes it helps him more than it would help me. Finally, there's Cromat. Who knows what the heck Cromat's going to do? What the heck is Cromat? Cromat's an illusion. 5-color illusion. Holy cow. Alright, so I've got 3 lands plus Soul Ring. I've got a Scourge and Demonic Tutor and Wheel of Fortune. This is a definite keep, even if I don't have any green mana other than Cavern of Souls. So Cromat starts things off. I draw Quicksilver Amulet and I play the Soul Ring. Get an Expedition map from the Sliver player. Soul Ring from the Kaervek player. I decide I'm going to put out the Amulet so that I can tutor for something and drop it next turn. Cultivate from Cromat for an island and a swamp. Command Tower is searched up for with Sliver Overlord and Springleaf Drum. Oh, my Quicksilver Amulet got demolished. My play space is up here for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I've also got the Sacred Foundry art. I drew a Homeward Path. And I played the Bounce Land, that's right. Sphere of Safety, which means that it's likely going to be some sort of enchantment-based deck. And before he gets all his enchantments out there, I'm going to have to make sure and hit him hard. So the Sliver player, the cool thing about the Sliver player is that he plays all the old school Slivers and not the new ones. There's Alloymere, the ones, none of the humanoid-looking Slivers. So I play the Scourge and I ping somebody. Oh yeah, I pinged the Cromat player. The Cromat does nothing. Synapse Sliver attacks Cromat to draw a card, paying the attacks. There's Nightwing Shade. So when, okay, let's pause for a second. I drew Kokusho. I've got Balefire Dragon. I've got mana coming. I've got Lightning Greaves. So I'm not going to Wheel of Fortune just yet. Cromat. Okay, Sliver Overlord has 5 cards in hand. He's going to start drawing a ton of cards. Got to worry about him. Kaervek is playing Nightwing Shade and Alloymere. So I'm not 100% sure what to make of this guy. And then Cromat, like I said, Sphere of Safety, Enchantments. So I'm going to hit Cromat while I can. Put the Greaves on my Scourge, and I pay the tax. Oblivion Ring takes out the Greaves. I'm fine with that. And then Cromat plays Bounce Land. Sliver Queen plays Cryptic Gateway. And then uses the Gateway to put Changeling Chameleon Colossus into play. I forget the Chameleon Colossus is technically a dragon, so I can steal it with Karrthus. Kaervek's going old school and plays the Royal Assassin. Awesome. I love that guy. But that also means that whenever I attack, I'm going to have to worry about my guys getting assassinated. So I draw Steel Hellkite. I go ahead and play the Karrthus. It allows me to steal the Changeling, and then I do more damage to Cromat, I believe. I've only got enough mana to attack Cromat with one of my guys, so the other 2 guys get a little damage as well, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so that's that. And I put the Homeward Path out there untapped so that I can protect against another, like a clone of Karrthus being played or something. So Black Sun Zenith takes out everybody. Bam! Don't have to worry about Royal Assassin anymore. Harmonic Sliver, this is interesting, takes out my Soul Ring instead of the Sphere of Safety. And I was like, why didn't you take out... So he's he plays Harmonic Sliver. Fine. Why didn't you take out the Sphere of Safety? He's like, well, you stole my Changeling. I'm like, well, dude, number one, it was going to die anyways because of the Black Sun Zenith. But number two, the only reason I even attacked you is because the Sphere is out there. Right? So I'm like, well, you know, at least you have other slivers in your hand, probably, that you can cast. So I play Kokusho. The Overlord plays Debtor's Knell. And I'm a little worried about Debtor's Knell now, too. So there's Quick Sliver, and that blows up the Mana Screwed guy. Kaervek is kind of Mana Screwed, and it blows up his Soul Ring. And then Dementia Sliver takes out the Sphere of Safety. However, Debtor's Knell is still out there. Sliver Overlord only has... oh no. He played Distant Melody to draw some new cards. So he's got 3 cards in hand now. The Knell's still out there. I'm a little worried about that. Let's see what Kaervek does. He plays Victim of Night, taking out Harmonic Sliver. So no more enchantment and artifact destruction out there. I get Hull Breach. Sweet! So I Hull Breach, and I take out Debtor's Knell and the Nim Death Mantle that the Sliver player had. And then I go ahead and attack the Cromat player. Really, Cromat's not playing any sort of like overly powerful cards right now. I'm just concerned about him building up like an enchantment defense or something. So there's Heart Sliver. Cool. Screeching Sliver. All these guys have haste. Kaervek draws another land and plays Rockslide Elemental. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So I decide to Chaos Warp the Oblivion Ring because I want my Greaves so that I can attack with my Balefire Dragon with haste next turn. However, that gives the Cromat player an Engulfing Slagworm. So anyways, I do get my Greaves, but it costs that big-ass Slagworm. Okay, so he uses once the Dementia Sliver to put a card in my graveyard. That card, and you can't see it here, is Utvara Hellkite. This is important. Utvara Hellkite. The guy that gives you dragons for attacking with dragons. Okay. So I play my Balefire Dragon. I put the Greaves on him. And I attack. Balefire goes after the Sliver player. Kokusho goes after Cromat. Cromat makes him fly and block. And then he starts like hitting people's graveyards or stuff with Dementia Sliver. This makes the Rockslide Elemental big. He gets real big. Alright, so Kaervek's at 30, Sliver Queen is at, or Sliver Overlord is at 18, and Cromat's at 22. I've got 2 cards in hand, and if I want, I can just get rid of my Hellkite and Wheel of Fortune next turn. We'll see what happens. One of the reasons I don't want... Oh, Privileged Position. Okay. And Greater Oromancy. Holy cow. So he's setting up a pretty good enchantment defense. And then Beacon of Rest, getting Harmonic Sliver to get rid of my Lightning Greaves. Okay, so... what was I thinking? Oh, well. Oh, yeah. One of the reasons I don't want to use Wheel of Fortune is because it's going to fill up the Cromat player's hand. He's only got 1 card in hand. So essentially what I want to do now is kill him before I can Wheel of Fortune. So I can Wheel of Fortune. So the Sliver Overlord player... plays Patriarch Bidden. Okay, yeah. Okay, so... the bidding brings my Utvara Hellkite back, Kokusho, and Scourge of Valkus. Scourge with the Hellkite is a good combo. You guys know that. We all know that. But it also brings back all these fun little slivers as well. And the Royal Assassin. So that was the Sliver Overlord's bidding. He kills off my Balefire Dragon with Royal Assassin because Balefire was tapped. Okay, fine. But what he does is he attacks Cromat with the Rockslide Elemental. And this is just being unfamiliar with what Engulfing Slagworm does. Because all he has to do is assign blockers. So the Rockslide Elemental doesn't... The first strike doesn't matter. So that puts the Cromat player up to 21 now. And I got Horde Smelter Dragon. I'm not sure if I need that or not. So what I decided to do is I attack Cromat with everybody just to take him out. And he's wondering, you know, okay, why aren't you worried about the Sliver player? I'm like, well, number one, I was really worried about the enchantment defense he was setting up, right? Number two, none of his slivers are like really hardcore or worrisome to me. Plus, I've got a bunch of extra dragons now, so I can defend against most of this stuff. And I'm at 55 life. So whatever the Sliver player does, unless it's some sort of goofy combo, I'm going to kill him next turn. Because he's down to 5 now. And I've got Horde Smelter so that I can blow up Umazawa's Pointy Fork of Doom or Cryptic Gateway if I want. There's a Eldrazi Monument. Right? Well, it's a good thing I've got Horde Smelter Dragon out there. That would be a problem if it weren't for the fact that this guy was in play right now. Kaervek still is only at 4 life. The Sliver player quits, and Kaervek fireballs me for 3, kills off one of my tapped dudes, and I take Kaervek out. So yeah, you know, there's a game. Just goofy funness all around. You know, Karrthus, when he hits his land drops and gets moving and draws a little bit of removal, can be really good. All right, thanks. Hope you guys enjoyed that.